Welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily if you're new here, and I love matcha and I talk a lot about matcha. And in today's video, we are going to be doing a matcha Christmas gift guide. So if you are looking for presents for your friends, family, whoever in your life, and they love matcha or they want to get into matcha, these are gonna make the perfect gifts for them. The first category I'm gonna be talking about is matcha tools. And the first one I think would make such a cute gift are these Love Ecru steel cups. And I've really been loving like the silver look recently and just like the aesthetic that it gives off. But I recently purchased one from their sale that they had recently, and I got like the little set with a little plate and like a spoon and the little cup, and it's just so cute. I love the way the matcha looks in the cup, and I think it's just elegant. I think it would match a lot of different like aesthetics depending on the person that you're getting it for. And along with that, an anthropology icon glass cup like this one. This is the Christmas tree one, but I think they're so cute because they have different like icons you can choose from. So like they had some Christmas ones, they have like normal like hearts. I know they have like a bee, a flower. They're just really cute, and I think the cup itself is really good quality, and I feel like it's the perfect size for like a good matcha latte. Like I never want any more and I never want any less in it. It's like the perfect size, and I think it's just really cute. So you could get them a single one or a set of them. And then going along with more cups, I think this Smiski matcha cup is such a unique idea, especially because I know Smiski is very popular currently right now, and a lot of people buy it and they put it like on their matcha like stations. But this cup off of Etsy is a really cute idea and unique idea that I think a lot of people would love, and it's definitely different than just like a normal cup. And another one that I think has been really popular is this Calcifer Chawan set, and Justice got it for me for my birthday, and I absolutely love it. It's so cute, especially if you have somebody in your life who loves Howl's Moving Castle. Like, this is the perfect gift for them, and they love matcha. And you can buy it as a set or just like the chawan itself, but I have the chawan and I love it. It's just so cute, and I love the way that it looks on my matcha station. Next up, we have Sorate's teacups, and again, I'm very into like the silver, the gray aesthetic, so I think this is a very unique design as well. Like, it's not just like a typical like mug or a glass cup. Like, I think this one has a lot more like minimalist vibes to it and more aesthetic in that way. But again, you can also pair it with a matcha powder, because Sorate is like one of my favorite matcha brands, and they have such good matcha and hojicha, so pairing it with that plus like the cup and the little like coaster with it, I think would be such a cute bundle. Dry coasters, I don't know, I've just again with the silver and the gray, I have them, and I threw away all of our other coasters because nothing compared to these dry coasters. I don't know, like for me, I don't like when the cup like sweats a lot and then the water pools at the bottom of the coaster, and then it just makes like a mess and it's harder to clean up. But these drying coasters actually absorb it, so there's like nothing left behind. And again, it's very like minimal design, so it looks really cute, like I think in a lot of different settings and aesthetics, so it would work really well. But I think it's like a cute accessory to give. And another one that can help elevate their like matcha station that they have at home are these open spaces shelf risers. I get a lot of questions every time that I like showcase my matcha station, and you guys always ask where I get those like shelves from, and it's from Open Spaces. I love it because it's like the perfect size. It's very minimalist, so it matches like a lot of different aesthetics, and I like mine to be more neutral. And I love that it's like what's it called? I like that it's risen. I like that it's elevated because I can actually stick stuff underneath. So I have like two baskets underneath both of those, so they just kind of help you efficiently store a lot more things. And then getting more into like the actual tools that you'll use to like make the matcha latte. The first up I have, of course, a chasen. I think this would make a really great stocking stuffer. Like if you were to get somebody like just a chasen, a bamboo one, or even like a resin whisk one that they've been wanting to try out. I've also seen like longer chasens with like a longer handle. I think that'd be a really cute stocking stuffer idea. Or you could bundle it together with like a chawan. You can get the sifter or scooper. I think are great ideas by itself or all together, and I think would make a really cute bundle, especially if you were to like pick out like a chasen and then a bowl and then a sifter and a scooper all together and then like put it in a really cute package. Or you can just buy a matcha set. So one of my favorites is the His and Hers matcha sets from matcha.com, and this is actually available on Amazon. But I think if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or somebody in your life that loves like matcha just as much as you do, this is such a cute gift, because then you guys can both have your own chawan and like your own matcha set and be able to make it at the same time, rather than like, you know, like sharing one and having to switch off. Now you can gift that person their own set, and I think that'd be really cute to use together. And another crucial one that I think would make a great gift, even for like coffee drinkers or tea drinkers, is a temperature control kettle. And specifically with matcha, I know that I say this a lot, but it really is important, like the temperature that you're like whisking your water, or you're whisking your matcha with water at, because if it's boiling, then it'll increase the chances of the matcha tasting burnt or altering the flavor of the matcha and not tasting the way that it's actually supposed to. So I love my temperature control kettle, and I don't think I'll ever go back to like a normal one, just because it's so efficient and I use it like 2 to 3 times a day, and it's always just nice to be able to see the temperature that it's boiling at, so I'm not risking the taste of my matcha. Okay, my camera was about to die, so I just switched the battery, and then there was so much noise outside that I had to shut the window. So hopefully it's okay now. But anyways, continuing with the matcha tools and cups, these working glass jars or cups are really trendy right now, and I think they're super cute. I love using them in my matcha lattes, and I actually found mine from a thrift store, so definitely one of my best like thrift finds of all time. But I've linked a similar one in my Amazon storefront if you guys were wondering about it. I do get a lot of questions about where I've gotten it from, so I have like a similar one linked in my Amazon. And along with that, the Kinto glass cups, I also get a lot of questions about where I get them from and what they are, but these ones are one of my favorite cups too, because of how simple it is. But I love this like little like detail that it has on the rim, where it kind of elevates it a little bit from being just like a simple glass cup. But they also have a lot of different sizes that you can choose from, so you get a small one, you can get a medium one, or like a large one, and I think it'd be a really cute gift idea. And along with that, I think you could bundle it with these ribbed glass straws, or these like flower ones or cherry ones. But I think it's like a little bit different than a normal glass straw, and has like a little bit more of a pop, I guess, in a sense, to make it more gift-like. But I really enjoy the ribbed glass straws. I use it almost every day. I'm using it right now, but I love the design of it because, again, it's different from like a normal glass straw, which makes it even more fun to drink. Next up, we're gonna do a category of home cafe. So if you have a person in your life who has either done a lot of like home cafe pop-ups, or they have like a dedicated station for their matcha setup, then I think these would make really good gifts. So first up, we have, again, shelf organizers. So the open spaces one, or this one on Amazon, I think would be the perfect addition, especially if they don't have something that's helping to organize all of their different like tools and stuff. I think shelf risers and organizers would be a perfect gift. And I think this is another fun one, but if they're super specific about like their weighing of the matcha powder or hojicha powder, or even like coffee beans, then I think a barista scale would be a really good idea for a gift. And this one on Amazon I love it. I think it's really good and it works just like it says it does. Next up are these syrup containers, and I've been making my own syrups for this year. Actually, I started and I've been putting it into these containers, and it's just really fun to use because I put it in these and then I attach the nozzle and like pour it on my matcha, and I feel legit. Like I feel like I'm an actual barista and I'm making like somebody's drink. So I think it'd be fun to gift that to them if that's what they already do and just don't have a cute like way to store it. And then this one I will say is a little bit of a splurge, but if you know the person in your life needs one of these and uses one of these, but it could be upgraded, this Dreo barista milk frother would be such a good gift idea. I love mine because I love the fact that you can select the different types of milk that you're using, and I feel like I haven't seen one that could do that, because like oat milk and soy milk, almond milk, they all have different like thickness and like different textures. So I feel like the fact that you can select which one you're actually using makes a difference. And if you love a good frothy matcha, and your person in your life like loves that, I think that would make a good gift. Plus, it comes with 2 different blades. So there's one that's more for like whisking, and then there's another one for like mixing. So I think that'd be great. And on top of that, if the person in your life likes to do latte art, this one you can actually take off the top, and it has like this little narrow like nozzle that you can do latte art with. So I think that'd be a really fun gift idea, and just a little bit more of like a elevate their station home cafe at home. Next up, we have matcha powders. This would be a good addition to either add to maybe some of the matcha tools or some of those elements, or you can buy it on their own, because again, matcha powders can be pretty pricey, and the people in your life who love matcha will know that. So these are just some of my favorites that I would recommend getting. So first up, we have Ippido tea, and they actually have holiday bundles available for like the Christmas time. I think that would be a really great gift to give, especially because it comes in a bundle. Or you can buy, maybe they already have a favorite, you can just repurchase that of theirs. My personal favorites are the Sayaka and the Uman. Those are my go-tos. I always repurchase those, so those would be my recommendations. And then next up, we have Little Match Studio, another favorite of mine. They actually released 2 different matcha blends recently, so again, you could buy 2 of those, put it in a little bundle for them to try out. And also they have amazing hojicha and ceramic pieces, so if you want to get that person in your life like a whole set, that would also be a really great idea. Next up, we have Astrid Tea. Astrid Tea is such a good daily matcha, so if you have somebody in your life that really does drink it every single day, sometimes twice a day, Astrid Tea is such high quality and is suitable enough for daily drinking. Kind of along with that, Nami Matcha is a great everyday drinking matcha, especially if that person is just beginning to start in their matcha journey and they're not quite sure like what they like in a matcha. Nami is a great one to start with. The green is such a gorgeous color, and it's such a well-balanced, I think, suitable taste for somebody starting in matcha. And then another amazing daily matcha is More Than Matcha. This one, I always talk about it, but it's so funny to me because of how quickly I finished the powder once I got it. So it truly has like been stuck in my brain that I really like this matcha powder, and it was so easy to drink, and it was so delicious, and it was something that I found myself just gravitating more towards. So you could get them that for Christmas. That's another great one. And this one is really interesting, but as a matcha lover, if somebody bought me a matcha subscription, that would be crazy, first of all. But I think it's such a cute idea to give somebody like the gift of a yearly matcha subscription, especially if they, again, are an avid matcha drinker. I think that's such a unique gift idea to be like, hey, I got you matcha every month for the rest of this year. It is quite pricey, I will say that, but I know a couple of matcha places actually do subscriptions, so maybe it could be for like 3 months you buy their matcha for, which I think is a really cute idea. So Surate does that. I believe Rocky's Matcha, Nami Matcha does that too. I want to say Astrid Tea also, and More Than Matcha. I will fact check that and like put it here if that's not true, but I think That's probably one of the most unique ideas and would definitely make a matcha lover very happy. And along with that, you could also maybe give somebody a matcha flight and like buy small servings of specific blends and kind of just put them all together as like a matcha tasting flight for them so that they can figure out what like blend they like, what notes they like, and for them to just have fun kind of experimenting with that. And then Rocky's Matcha, of course, you guys know I love Rocky's Matcha. They have bundles of like different matcha powder blends to try, so I think that would make a great gift. But my personal favorites are the ceremonial grade, the Oishi blend, and the Sujiki blend. But also their Uji Hikari, their Asahi are also my favorites. There's a lot of good matcha powders from Rocky's Matcha that are my favorites. So any of those I think would make a great gift. Rocky's Matcha is a little bit more expensive, so just be aware of that. But they also have kits like available, so like ones with like the chawan and matcha set, so that's another great idea. And then we have Hawa Matcha, and Hawa Matcha, one of my favorites of this year, probably my favorite of this year. I've said that before, but they truly are such a good matcha brand that I think they released this year or maybe last year, so they're very much like newer on the matcha scene, but they are amazing and now one of my favorite matcha brands to tell people to try. But I think a gift of their ceremonial blend, they have a 100-gram one that's pretty affordable. I think it's like $60 for 100 grams, which I think is pretty reasonable for the amount of matcha you're getting and for the quality. It's roasted, it's nutty, it's creamy, it's just so good. And if you have somebody in your life who is more advanced, like an advanced matcha drinker, I think some of their blends you could gift them to your person in your life for them to try, and they would have a lot of fun because Hawa's matcha flavors, they're so distinct and unique, like really like unique. I've never had like matcha taste like some of these before, which I think would be really fun for those people in your life who are more advanced and want to like figure out what, you know, even more like matcha powders, what they can actually taste like. So Hawa Matcha. Lastly, we are going to do some matcha accessories. This one is probably the most fun gift idea, but I found most of these off of Etsy, so it's linked in my storefront. But a matcha bookmark for those people in your life who love to read and love matcha, I think this would be super cute. I love the detail of it, and it's just like a cute stocking stuffer or like little gift idea. I'm actually debating about getting it myself because it's so cute. And next up, we have matcha poster art. I think these are so cool, and especially if like you have an area that is like dedicated to like a matcha station or like a coffee bar even, you could put like this little poster art right there on top of it, and I feel like it looks so cute all together. Then we have a matcha hat. This one is from More Than Matcha. Another simple but really fashionable idea, especially if they love fashion plus matcha. This would be a really great gift idea. Then you could gift a matcha perfume. I know there's quite a few of like matcha scented perfumes out there, but this one I found off of Urban Outfitters, and I recently just got into wearing like perfumes, but I can tell you they do make a difference, and I don't know, like you just like smelling good. And I think it'd be super cute to gift a matcha perfume, especially if it smells similar to that. And then lastly, a matcha colored notebook, especially if they are very organized, they like to write their to-dos for the day, or they like journaling or any of those things. A matcha colored notebook would be a great idea for a gift or a stocking stuffer. And that brings me to the end of my 2024 Christmas matcha gift guide. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will leave all of the links to everything that I shared in the description, along with the other things that I found along the way. I will continue to add them, and I will see you guys in the next video. Happy shopping and happy matcha. Yes. Bye! And then next up, you could get that. And then next up, a good gift. And then you could get. All right, and that brings me to the end of my 2024 Christmas matcha gift guide. There are way too many noises.